I'm your host, Locum23, and you're joining me for Vampire Girl 2, Chapter 12. With no sign that the Earth Spirit or his druid were ever in the Earth Tribe's tree, Varys suspends your training. You return to the Sky Castle while he goes searching for them, and you busy yourself in Ciri's healing tent to keep your mind from wandering. What if Orin intercepted Lyanna? What if she's a prisoner somewhere? All of this is... Well, pass. I need to quit freaking out. Ciri spots you, furrowed brow, and offers a reassuring smile. You are improving every day, Your Grace. I could not manage as I do without you. You can call me Ari, you know. Ari, pass the water basin. You do, grinning as she washes her hands. The smile fades from your face as you notice how weary she looks. Still, Ciri never slows. You almost seem more used to this than a keeper. Ciri laughs at that, though the smile she wears after is just a little sad. Thank you. All my life I trained to be a healer. What made you become a keeper of the Sky Castle, then? My older sister trained to replace my grandfather as a keeper when the time came. Our parents were lost to disease, so you began studying medicine. She nods, her shoulders heavy with grief as she continues to explain. My sister was gravely wounded during the recent attack at Stonehill. She died, and my grandfather passed soon after of grief. None of my healing could help her or my grandfather. I was alone, and their duties passed to me. She had it rough. Lots of people have had it worse. She should be grateful. You did a good thing, taking over for your grandfather. It's a cushy job for the Fae, as they go. It can be a bit intimidating working with Prince Asher. I really do try my best. You take her hand and give it a reassuring squeeze. I'm sure Asher will get that through his thick skull, eventually. She gives a startled, scandalized laugh, but nods. I hope so. Some of the mirth fades from her face, and she sighs. We live complicated lives, don't we? Vampires keep me as a slave, but the fate killed my family. Sometimes I cannot tell who has done more harm to me, or where I stand. I thought shades were the only ones who could understand how torn between two worlds I feel. But Ciri understands. I wish I could help her. Though you can't share your secret, you can share words of encouragement. Give her shoulder a gentle squeeze. We'll find our way. As my mom used to say, dum spiro spiro. What does that mean? While I breathe, I hope. We've lost a lot, but we're still alive. We can find a better future. She nods, seeming more confident as your words comfort her in her uncertainty. Yes, you're right, Princess. Dum spiro spiro. The next day, Asher comes to visit you in your room. I thought it was time you visited Earth again. Really? That's suspicious. It's per the terms of your original contract, don't you remember? Oh, right. Is now really the best time to leave Inferno? We sort of have to, per the terms of your original contract, don't you remember? Are you just gonna repeat everything? Oh, right. What the Literally, we're repeating everything. Ez should have gone in for the surgery by now. I can visit her while she recovers. Your giddiness only increases as you remember that the way back to Earth is through Finn's kingdom. You take Asher's boat, now cleaned of any trace of the attack, through the winding canals. As you drift away from his city and towards the northern river, you can't help but grin in anticipation. Excited to see someone, are we? Are you? Are you jealous? Asher chuckles and shakes his head. That would be Levy's department, not mine. I just know that this is still your month with me, and we haven't had much time together. It isn't that. I just hope you make your choice of husband with your head and not your heart. Nothing good comes of making decisions out of emotion. Trust me. That's not always true. I try and balance it. You study his face and you can see the melancholy in his eyes. No matter how neutral, he keeps his expression. Never mind, I'll drop it. But if it's about Finn, you know he'd never hurt me. I do know that. I was worried, but not after I saw him hold you. Nothing could poison him against you. Asher sighs and shakes his head, and his own words seem to fill him with regret. But that doesn't seem... He should be king. Be smart about this. Be logical. And what, pick you? You're not understanding what he means. I have to marry the next ruler, even if Finn wanted to be king, should he. I am sure you'll make the rightest choice. Just be careful. Says no more on it as the boat meets the shore. Finn's castle looms on the horizon, but he's yet to make an appearance. Baron, however, stands waiting with a wagging tail and his mouth hanging open in a wolfish grin. Ooh. Hello. Asher, however, gets a far less friendly greeting. Urgh. Nasty beast. Don't be mean. He's the best boy in the 7 realms. Yami leaps from your shoulder to glide down onto the back of your friend. Asher inches past the wolf as he's distracted. I have business in town. I trust you can find your way. Yeah, meet you in a bit. I have a few visits of my own to take care of. Though you've been dreading to learn once and for all what she thinks of you, you can't put off seeing Kayla any longer. I think she's still mourning the loss of her assistant. Make your way towards the forge, relieved to find it still standing from the attack. Kayla stands inside, cleaning one of the hammers. She turns as you enter, and you brace yourself for whatever she has to say. Ari! She closes the distance between you in a moment, rushing to throw her arms around you in a tight embrace. You're safe! You're here! I'll... hug her back. This is nice. You return her embrace, holding her desperately as a wave of emotion nearly takes your legs out from under you. I thought you were going to hate me. What? No, I could never! Dyson made his choice. He tried to help people. I wish I could have done more, but I'm proud of him. Me too. You aren't sure how long the two of you stand there, holding one another, falling into a mournful silence after all that's happened. Finally, the two of you let your arms drop, dry eyes, and manage small smiles for one another. Just you wait, Ari. The Fae brought all this grief, and we will have our revenge. You struggle to find the words to respond as she gives you a determined smile. How can I begin to explain how I feel to her? I know the Fae now, and I couldn't kill any of more than I can kill a vampire. Kayla doesn't seem to notice your inner struggle, or else mistakes it for lingering grief over Dyson. I could use your help, but the blacksmith shop isn't the same without you. I can't stay right now. Kayla studies your face, and you wonder if she can tell how much of the thought of lifting a hammer pains you. After so many days spent with her and Dyson by the forge, the thought of returning almost brings more tears to your eyes. Maybe Maybe next time. It's alright, Ari. I understand. You hear soft footsteps behind you and see Finn peeking in. I thought I might find you here. Finn. I'll hesitate. You wave awkwardly, then immediately regret it. Finn holds back a smirk, but his eyes soften. I missed you. I missed you too. I missed you three. Are we done then? The three of you share a moment of laughter. Your heart feels light for the first time in weeks. What brings you here? Preparations. How are your weapons? Weapons? Before either of them can reply, the back door opens and a young, sullen Fey woman shuffles into the room. She carries an empty crate, the kind you've seen on Kayla's card, and sets it aside when she spots the three of you. Min, this is Princess Ari. She was the one who... I remember. She owns me. Despite her polite curtsy, her gaze and her voice holds a challenge. She must have been one of the slaves I outbid Levy on at the auction in Stonehill. So it's true that I own her. But I was trying to help. It was the only way to save you. I was still bought and sold like an animal. I do not feel saved. Would you like to go have collars around your neck once again and be showcased off like an animal? Because I'm pretty sure you have independence besides, you know, being quote-unquote under the vampire's boots. But I digress. Kayla winces and pats the girl's shoulder. The others are doing good work in good homes, and Min is very talented. Finn grimaces, seeming unimpressed. Excuse me. It's fine, Kayla. I'm sure either of us would feel the same in her position. Wouldn't you, Finn? You nudge his arm with your elbow, and he grunts his agreement. Very likely. Unlikely. That's why it's good to have you around. You're the only one who can wring some sense out of the man. She looks between the two of you and sighs, reluctant to speak her mind. There's something I need to tell you, too. I'm going north with Salazar to strike back against the Fae. You're joining the war? But you're half Fae yourself. And since when does someone other than the Prince of War command our armies? Just who is this Salazar guy? Finn sighs, his shoulders slumping with a sudden weariness. One of the nobles has been gathering a force to raid the Outlands. Many want vengeance for their loved ones. He side-eyes Kayla, knowing as well as you do that she's among them. And I am not one to deny them. Thank you, Finn. I'll have the weapons you ordered done before I leave. And I hope to see you again, Ari. I'm sorry I've been too busy to visit. Be safe, Kayla. Finn ushers you out of the forge and back towards this castle, your arm around his as you walk the familiar path. Baron joins you, having waited patiently outside the forge with Yami on his back. You don't seem to support Salazar. He has been a problem. I imprisoned him for a few days when his temper got the best of him, but it only made things worse. He stirred up a mob. I considered stopping him, but if they would gather and follow him than me, they are not needed here right now. So you're just going to let them raid? I allowed one person per family to go. Let them satisfy their hate while the rest of us move forward. You can't stand the thought of more violence, but it sounds as though if Finn is trying to keep his kingdom from falling to pieces. You're... secretly a marshmallow, all gooey and sweet. Finn glances at you, a guarded expression on his face. You would not think so if you knew all the things I have done. I know more than you think, and I believe you're still a good at heart. Even good people make poor choices from time to time. Maybe. He freezes, staring at you. What do you speak of? There's so much you can't say, both out of fear and the binding of the contract. He has to say it for me. He has to reveal that it was him who tried to kill the king. Finn cups your face in his hands and sighs. I did not know who you were until I woke after tasting your blood. Believe me. He knows I'm High Fae. Despite the momentary relief that brings, you wish you could ask him for the rest of the truth. Still, you can't bring yourself to ask what happened that fateful night with his father. So, we're good? Yes, we are good. You hear Asher calling your name and reluctantly turn back to the road ahead. He's ready to leave. Finn kisses your cheek and gives you an encouraging smile. Go. I'll see you soon. You notice Yami scrambles unseen from Baron's back to your shoulder. As you turn away and leave him on the road, you try to focus on the journey ahead. The secrets can wait. It's time to go home. Well, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description below, links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible. I know I promised I'd be done and starting on Vampire Girl 3 by today, which is Sunday. But unfortunately, I'm taking care of my special needs brothers, which are currently sick, and I'm sick in the process as well. The whole clearing throat thing, as well as, coughing. Yeah. It's fun being sick. Trust me, it's really, really outstanding. It's fun. It's, really. I'm gonna go now. Without further ado, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.